Mario, once again, Friday, August 22, 2025. In this video, I'm going to try to explain how a CNC steel rule die bending machine works here using very simple parts here. Let me see if there we go. Okay, so basically I have two other videos that I did, part one and part two. Check out those videos before you're watching this one here, because it'll make a little more sense here. So this is a tool, a manual tool that I came up with to bend steel rule die, and I use this on a vise this way. So I clamp it like this. I feed the material, actually right-handed, I'm right-handed, so I feed the material through that slot that you see there. Why isn't my camera focusing in? There we go. So I feed it through this slot here, and I turn the handle here, and I am able to bend steel roll die as you see it here. This is a part that I did there. It's just a sample part to showcase the type of bends that this manual bender does. And basically a CNC machine does the same thing. And as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I believe the concept of using this this type of bender came from watching a CNC machine. I think I did that a long time ago when I made this tool. I was watching some of these automatic CNC machine benders, and so in this video I'm going to try to explain that that concept there. So basically what you have is you have you do need a bending some kind of a bending post that is able to accept the steel rule that comes from the side. Now this one here, if this was slided from the back, this steel rule die would feed through the back. And so what you have here is you need some kind of a stepper motor that's able to feed that to a certain distance, stop, so that it creates something like this, like a 90-degree bend. Or if you want to establish a curvature, this would have to step it up in little steps as it's feeding the material, while this tool is kind of bending it in very short angles, to establish the curvature. That would be the feeder mechanism, in a CNC machine. And then of course the bending would also have to be done by another servo connected to that bending shaft here, or in this tubular section here. What I'm doing here manually, another stepper motor would have to do that. So you need two stepper motors to do this, and then you would need some kind of a solenoid at some point along that, preferably at the end of the bend, where it clips the material and it cuts it for you. So you have your complete part already done that way. So that is my take on from a very simplistic, using the MIA KISS rule explanation on how a CNC automatic bender works. Of course, you would have to program it. There's a lot more involved in the programming features of the CNC operation there, but basically that's all you would need to do. These servos would not be something that I would use on a modified version of this for CNC operation, because these are just small servos. I'm just using these as an example. As a servo mechanism, you need servos. You need to control these via software, to step up the feed and the bend. Mario, once again, if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up. I mean, I'm doing this from the bottom of my heart, sharing all these things. I don't need to share this, but I decided to share this because I see some people struggling, making some of these tools, and all you need is something very simple like this that you can do manually. And if you want to take it to the next level with a little more time and thought, you can also do a CNC machine, which is my actually target goal.